Hello, welcome to the Zelda Majora's Mask All Dungeons Restricted Speedrun Tutorial, Part 6. The techniques and tricks you will need today are the following. From Part 1, not Part 1 tech video, but Part 1 you will want to know about gainers. From Part 2's tech video you will want to know about all of these, so power crouch tab, infinite sword glitch, hovers, Recoil Flip, HESSing, Megaflips, and Megasidehops. And actually, maybe not power crouch tab. Not sure. But I'll keep it there. And you probably already know it by then. From Part 4's tech video, you want to know about time stop, song storage, and unlocking the camera during a hover. So, I think I said I was going to do it in the tech video for how to do it with the dog, but I feel like I've explained it well enough in the actual route part of the tutorial, so in part 6, the main video for part 6, so just go near the end of the video for that before the Majora fight, and you should be able to follow there. And from part 5's tech video, you want to know about weird shots and possibly long jumps if you know how to do a left side inverted stone tower. And also see up gainers if gainers are difficult for you, that are again explained by Zuner because I'm bad at see up gainers. You also want to know about remote hookshot, which we will explain and detail in the tech video, and also re-explain again slightly in the route run-through that we are going through today. And bow extension. So a lot of things come together for the end of that tutorial. Actually, you do need power crouch tab. Now I'm confirmed. Now I just remembered you need it on Japanese version for the Majora fight. So yeah, so at this point you know a lot of these. This should be all good. So you can now watch the video. Unless I put the route stuff after or before. I don't know. I don't remember. Today's part will skip the Elegy of Emptiness to climb Stone Tower. We'll actually have 2 ways of doing that. We'll also go through all of Stone Tower Temple, all of the inverted Stone Tower Temple, and the Twinmold fight. On top of actually beating that boss Twinmold, we will also actually finish the run today. So we will skip the need to go to night 3 at midnight by just hovering into the clock tower. Then we have a very long Giants cutscene to watch where they prevent the moon from crashing, and we go for a bathroom break usually. And then that's Majora, and then that's the end of the run. So we will complete everything today. So little notice right now, so I only realized after the stream. So there are not many audio cues for what we do today, so visual cues will be enough in most situations after a quick reflection on that, and I'm saying that because the audio kind of screwed up, so we barely hear the game, but you can hear my explanations. So that's just a little warning there. So if you don't hear the game, that's normal. I just wanted to let you know, so you can now continue watching. Alright, we are now at cycle, I think 4. Yeah, cycle 4, where we want to beat Stone Tower Temple. So first thing you want to do here is put on Majora Mask and go get the 100 rupees chest. You will have 2 routes. So one route where rupee management and explosive management require you to go get milk. So that's for the Hookshot Jump, Stone Tower Climb, and the other one will focus on having more explosives. So that's the, I guess, more classic, older Stone Tower Climb with hovers and Megaflips. So in both cases, you get to the 100 rupees chest either with a 1 frame gainer, 2 frame gainer a bit back there, or with doing the side hop on the bench. In any way you want, you get that 100 rupees chest and you go back to South Clocktown. Then you will make your way to Termina from South Clocktown and not talk to that guard, please. If you want more bombs, you can grab some behind that tree. Right here. It's RNG though, so you might not get them, but if you think you'll need more bombs, that's somewhere where you can farm for them. And then keep going. You could also super slide here. And then you enter there, and you're going to the Gorman racetrack so you can buy milk. Okay, so you talk to this one. And then you have milk. And now you will warp to Ikana. And you will be able to have a backup fairy for Twinmold, maybe Majora, at the end of the run. But if you're using the Hookshot Jump route, right now you might not have the necessary bottles for that. So what you want to do is, you have options here actually. Let me make a state. You can either HESS all the way up there, or until you're below that tree and hookshot it, or just backwalk, get to the tree and hookshot it. So what you'll do is grab more arrows. So you really want arrows here, grab these bombs. I'll show the no HESS method first, so just backwalk here. Try not to fall down. Okay, well that kind of helped me actually. Roll until you're about here, or anything within range of the tree. You can just hookshot it, and then yeah, that's hookshot trolling me again, and there you go. Then align with the entrance here, and then slide up there because backwalking there is going to be slow. So you can either grab these bombs, then super slide the way up there, and then just side hop and climb. So if you have a bomb to spare, you can use it for that. And then climb the same way to the stone tower entrance, or you could HESS to the same spot instead. Another thing you can do is a HESS. And then climb up there the same way and just hookshot. And then enter stone tower. Well, that's all the options you have to enter stone tower. And then you will do the hookshot jump as explained in the tech video part 6, or as explained in the video by ADruck linked in the description. Okay, so what you do is you jump to that second platform there, and then you can hookshot. You don't need to jump to the last block or even to the actual ground on the other side. You will make it from the corner of that second block. Then, very optionally, you can kill that BMOS, but it's really not worth it. A bit less optional, or a bit something that's I think is worth it, if you're worried about it, is to kill that keys. It will try and mess you up once in a while. And you will go for that corner and do two things. First, you will, if you have a fairy in that bottle, you want to drop it and have it empty. And you will equip Hookshot and make sure your equips are empty bottle, hookshot, and milk. So we will then start remote hookshot for a hookshot jump from the corner there. So I'm going into more details into the trick in the tech video, and I'm also linking ADruck's setup tutorials since they go in a lot of details, in a lot more details than I think I should be going. But I still think it's pertinent, and you could learn a couple extra things from that, so I'm linking it. Alright, so what you'll do is target this wall, hold R, then shield turn. So release for a frame, and then on the next one, press R again, while holding down right. Then release direction, release R, and now you will be facing somewhere this way. So you have a couple angles you can go for. You have the one that's right there. Right, this one, like the right at the edge of not being visible. Barely not visible. And you can even go a bit more to the left, but this one I still don't fully get. I'm still not consistent at it. So I'll show you, oh, this one works. We'll show you this one, and then I'll re-explain the visual cue here. So here, to make sure you don't target the B mouse, you can C up, then hold L, then target, then press hookshot again, and now you'll be in third person, and you'll be able to aim up this way, and you'll start seeing the red for a little while, and you'll go up right until you can't see the hookshot target anymore, the red dot, and you also want the sword's hilt on the B button to be aligned with this square at the top of the screen. So there's that darker square that extends into a paler up right corner. You want to be at the edge, very edge of that corner without going higher. That's the visual cue I use for that. Come on, this thing. And then you press milk while still holding your direction and hookshot and L. And now you should be in the state for hookshot jump. Then you want to dodge the field of view of the B-mouse. And here, really important, do not roll and do not take damage while staying in place. That will make you lose the hookshot jump. So we'll go here, target until Link's, the middle of Link's hat is slightly on the left of that vertical line on the hookshot target. So right now I'm kind of too much aligned with it, so I'll go a bit there. Okay, that should work. Then you will target when Tattle isn't going for the B-mouse. So when the B-mouse is looking at you, you will the game will tend to make it possible to target when the B-mouse is looking away. You should be able to target the pillar without targeting the B-mouse. So just be careful about that. And then we will buffer a tap backflip. So we will keep holding L, press start, and input down an A on the next frame and buffer all of that. So hold down, buffer an A press, and then you start the backflip, and now you can release down, but keep holding L, very important. Then what I like to do here is press and hold hookshot for 2 frames before I start holding up, and then I go up until the frame where you hear that you can shoot hookshot. So that will look like that. 1, 2, then go here, then buffer. Well, you can skip a couple of these frames without buffering, but once you're close, you want to start buffering until not this frame, not that frame, but this one. Then let go of hookshot, and the moment Link starts shooting up, start holding right. Oops. Okay, and there you go. You are now at the top of Stone Tower. So that is the Hookshot Jump route to enter Stone Tower Temple. So then you would just enter here, and you're inside the dungeon. Let's now go through Stone Tower climb route, but using explosives. So the start will be similar. You go get 100 rupees in East Clock Town. So this is one place where we go really often. Use whatever method you want to climb up there. Preferred one, suggested one is the 1 frame gainer here. And then make your way to West Clock Town. And we're going to do some groceries. And by that I mean we're going to buy bombs. Inverted cam here. Try not to go for that, it's going to screw you up. And then try to do 2 for 1 for bomb choose here by first buying 10 bombs. Okay, so if you fail 2 for 1 here, all you do is, it's pretty simple, you just go to the bank and I think you'll have 29 rupees, so you just pull out 11 out of the bank. Otherwise, you don't need to leave the shop through the door, you just warp to Ikana. So that's why we hit the statue again in cycle 2. That's very important to hit it near the start of the run. Then in this route, you can grab a backup fairy now if you want one. If you already have one, well, don't. If you want a second one, well, you can. It also depends on the time stop method you'll use. If you use time stop with the fairy, do not grab a backup fairy here. If you go for bomb time stop, which I recommend, you can grab a backup fairy here. So it's a lot nicer than the hookshot jump route for this, since you might only have 2 bottles with hookshot jump route. But anyway, so you can grab that fairy if you want to. So if you don't. Then grab at least the arrows. Maybe you have enough magic, but you can grab it if you want. Then grab these. And then you have options. You can either just backwalk up the slope, or super slide, or HESS all the way up, like I showed in the hookshot jump route. So you can look back at these for how to go up there. And you'll start doing some equips already, so you can equip this and that and this, and then I'll try to go for the super slide. And then you just go there. This guy is going to try and attack me. Hookshot the tree. And then slide up there. And we make it to Stone Tower. And then we'll just start fairly normally. So jump to the second block, get to that top left corner here. Hookshot this. Go there. Okay, so the keys is not bugging you, so you can try. So if you go fast enough, it might not catch you. And after that, it's optional, but I recommend, if you really want to be safe, to go and get these down. At least those 2 ones. And if you're lucky, you might be able to grab one of these 2 down up there. Otherwise, you can. If not, you can just wait till you're on the next level of the tower to get them. And so that's the first cleanup before you cross the first gap right in front of us. You will now want to slash your sword once as you're on that hookshot target. Turn around. And then go for 1 infinite sword glitch. plus distance hover. Wait, I'm just trying to reactivate time. Okay, there we go. Doesn't matter. So ISG. And then you will want to do this twice. You will do a Megaflip, plus you will interrupt it with a Bomb Chew. So we'll do that twice. Let's go. That's the frame. Buffer down plus A, and then wait till you're about at the height of the pillar to interrupt it. Like that. Then if the camera is too far up above Link, you can use bow to reset it, and then do that. Repeat what we just did. And then go for 2 hovers. If you're kind of too low, you want to go for height hovers. If you're at the same level as the ground in front of you, then you can go for 2 distance hovers. And maybe just 1 will work. I'll suggest 2 because that's a bit safer. And then you should make it. After that, just pull out Hookshot, target this, target that. You'll try to target on the left here so you can be protected from the BMOS. And there. Then go up again. And then, actually, you want to climb on this. I used to do it differently, but for this, I'm going to explain it this way. You climb on this pillar. If need be, you will try and clean the area up from all the keys. And go this time for, I think, if I remember correctly, it is, we'll count together. You do that again. You do twice a Megaflip plus interrupt, starting the same way as we did. So that means we'll start with a hover with the bomb, then go for Megaflip plus interrupted with Bomb Chew. And then I think it's 3 Bomb Chew hovers that will make it. We'll count it, it doesn't matter, we'll figure out together. There we go, just try again if that happens, it's not a big deal. There we go, first one. First hover, Megaflip now. Too early, try again. That looks fine, okay. That was too early by like very little. That should work. Then go for 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 3 or 4. And then equip Hookshot again. Then, depending on what you're going to do next, you will either equip an empty bottle, or Majora Mask. So so that depends on your time stop method. If you use the fairy time stop, you will go for that. Otherwise, you go for Majora Mask. I will equip Majora Mask because I'm going to do bomb time stop. I'll show both ways, don't worry about it. And I just need to relearn how to climb here. So just release here, go between the 2 paths for the boulders so you don't get hit. Just keep going up. That part here is essentially how you do the casual way. And now you're at the top of Stone Tower, but not yet in the dungeon. Let's now conclude the explosives route for Stone Tower climb. So if you need arrows, you can grab them here. If you want to fill up on health or grab a backup fairy, that's when you would do it. At the latest in both Stone Tower climbing routes. So I'm just showing you, but I'm not going to take it. I don't. And then you can grab more bombs and maybe magic here if you forgot down in Ikana. And you'll go step on the switch and go for a time stop. So right now I'm going to show you a bomb time stop, and then I'll show a bottle time stop. So we go to the first frame where all the red is gone. So you can see around Link's, above Link's hands, both slightly up left, slightly up right, there are still some red particles. So we go for an extra frame. Then we press Zora and shield in the unpause lag. Like that. Then hold down so that Link goes up because we have inverted camera controls during time stop. And make it to the block. You can start rolling when Link starts to go down the little slope. And when you're on the block, stop holding everything and just see up. Once, that'll take you across, and then just enter Stone Tower Temple. So for time stop, using the fairy, you can still grab. So you would just change it the order in which you grab everything. And here, instead of equipping Zora Mask, you would equip Bottle and grab that fairy, clear the text, and make sure you do not pull out Sword. And then you want to align with this block. I like to align with the hookshot target's right side, like that. And then you will start your time stop, so you will hold L and then press R, then Y quickly, or R, then whatever button your fairy is on. Like that. Then you will hold up to go towards the block, and again you can roll when Link starts going down the slope. Okay, kind of rolled early, but it still made it. And once you're on the block, release everything, then tap C up, or press if you're on N64, and then just enter Stone Tower Temple. Now that you're in Stone Tower Temple, you will want to go to that right door, but in a very specific way. So usually you'll try to do this fast, but since I'm explaining, you will just ignore that I'm killing that dragonfly. Alright, and this real bomb shoot. Okay, so this did not happen. So what you do is you try to do it quickly. You roll to that door, and you don't just open it right away, like randomly. You will have to align in a very precise way for the trick we do in the next room that will let us clip through the sound block. Okay, so you target this wall, then you want to align until the yellow part of the sword's hilt is aligned with the left of the door. So like that. So that position is there's some leniency to it, but I found that position to be very, very consistent. So to make sure, you just tap, and Link's gonna feel like he's stunned, or it's gonna look like he's starting to move, but not quite. But when he's starting to move like that, you'll see the yellow part is aligned. So that means it's gonna work. Then you just enter. Then what we want to do is shield drop a bomb in a very specific way. We don't want to just do a quick shield drop because the bomb's not going to be in the good position. We want to shield drop the bomb when it is above Link's head like that. Really important. This is very precise. Wait, where am I? Okay, there we go. Okay, so pull out the bomb, shield drop. Then what you will do is equip Zora Mask. I like it more on Z because I want Hookshot on Y for later on. So equip Zora Mask, put it on right away. And then what you will do is hold up left and A until you're in the corner. And then when you make it to the corner, you stop holding your joystick and just hold A, and then you wait. And then Zora Ling's gonna clip through the corner made by the sunblock and the wall, and you will start swimming, or diving, I guess, into that water on the other side. And then you just make your way to the first small key chest. So here, I'll try to do it first try. You bonk the floor, try to go up, and you should make it here. And then you open the chest. Let me stop time for that explanation. If, let's say, you bonk here at the end, and you just bonk here instead of climbing up, what you can do is the Zora High Grab, which you can do this way. So remove Zora Mask, have the camera facing away from where the chest is, but Link facing the chest. And then hold towards that ledge, and put on Zora Mask, and Zora Link is going to climb up. Then you can grab that chest here. Then, after that, you want to go back where we were in that other room where we clipped it to the sunblock, so you can open the door on the way to Light Arrow. So different ways to exit here. So if you're this way, if you're aligned kind of this way, you can just hold down, then hold up as you fall, and then just dive. If you want, you can target the chest, and then just hold down, release, hold left. If you get caught here, well, just use your magic with R, and you're going to be fine. So let me show that again. So release, hold left, go down this way. Magic armor here, or Zora armor, whatever is the name of that blue thing, blue electricity thing, to get rid of the hand, and then you can just enter that room. Here, if you want more health, because you don't go for the death warp later on, you can grab more health in these spots. Otherwise, if you are going for the death warp, do not grab these hearts. Then what you want to do is weird shot across the wall in front of us right now to that crate where the Negirons are. So when you're roughly at that corner on the left, throw a bomb. Go slightly up left so you don't target the bow, and quick draw hookshot. And then wait for the bomb flashes. And then I went for a first frame weird shot. If you're close to the wall, you can actually make a second frame weird shot work. Then, if you didn't attack any bows, slash your sword once, and then crouch stab to kill that enemy for a 50% chance of getting a bomb drop. So here, that's a 25% chance of getting 2 of these. That's pretty good. So actually, right now we have a lot of explosives for the end. So we probably need like 3 extra bombs, 4 extra bombs. So right now, if you have 10 bombs at this point, you're in really good waters. So you might not have needed like the extra one there. So only go for what you actually need, and then we can go to the other room. Let's try now and show you the second frame weird shot for this. There you go. So you can attack the Negiron this way. That can happen. The bows can attack you when you're in a weird shot state. Otherwise, you just try again. So that'll actually let me show you the second frame weird shot a second time. So first frame, second frame, and then just hookshot the crate. If you need more bombs, again, attack those, and then go to the next room. In this room, you will have 2 options to weird shot that chest right there. So either a first frame weird shot that that will look like this. So go this way, drop the bomb, go down right after shield dropping it, quick draw or hookshot, and wait for the proper frames. Alright, let's do it correctly now. One extra frame. And that should make that chest completely accessible to you, and you can make it to the other side this way. What I like to do for the second frame weird shot is to align with that vertical line here, slash the wall twice, and then shield drop, quick draw, and wait so I can do the weird shot. The weird shot, sorry. And there you go. So that frame is going to work. And then you just hookshot through and make your way to Garo Master. If you go for the Death Warp, do not pick these up. I might even say maybe get more damage from the fire if you go for the Death Warp. Otherwise, you can pick these hearts up, that's fine. And then enter the room here. We will now do the fight against Garo Master. So for that, you'll want to equip Ocarina and fire arrows and keep bombs equipped. Then you will equip the bow as you enter the fight. And then what you can do here, so let me show you the basic method. You just dodge the attacks, shoot with fire arrows, and I'll show something a bit more advanced. So you go for 4 of these fire arrows, and then you try to be in front of that second door, go through the text, and get the light arrows. That's the basic method here. If you don't have a Deku stick, that's what you'll want to go for in this category. Another very similar method that's slightly faster is to go for canceling damage from Garo Master by rolling into him. So the timing is going to be the following. When Garo Master charges an attack towards you and just hits the ground, then you can roll towards Garo Master. And then go for fire arrows and repeat. Oops, that can happen. Then you just shoot it like that. So we save a bit of time with that. There's even a faster method you can use where you backflip instead of rolling into him. But this one is a bit less safe. Now, if you go for the Death Warp here, you have to be careful. First, to only have backup fairies in fake bottles, or bottles over slots where you're not supposed to have them. So if there's a fairy here, you can't go for the Death Warp because it's just going to heal you again. So you'll want to have an empty bottle here, so either empty it or just avoid a backup fairy in that bottle. Or use this one to do a fairy bottle time stop. So what you can do to take damage, you can have the Negirons damage you, the bows damage you, fire damage you, Garo Master damage you on your way to the fight, so that you make it to half a heart or less. And once you're at half a heart, what you do is you pull out a bomb in front of the chest and press A right before it explodes to open the chest, making sure you don't have any fairy in a quote-unquote real bottle. So now, since the fairy we have is over the Deku Nuts slot, then the game's not going to check there for a revival fairy, and so you'll be warping back to the start of the dungeon. if you don't go for the death warp, what you do is simple. I'll just give myself light arrows. Is you still open the chest. I just want to skip the cutscene here. And instead, you just play Song of Soaring. That will take you back to the entrance of Stone Tower Temple. Just smash A here. And there you go. We now want to leave Stone Tower Temple. The intended way to flip Stone Tower is to have the block in front of the light arrow target move away with the Elegy of Emptiness, but we did not get that song, nor will we get it. So what we'll do is leave the dungeon, equip light arrows, and use bow extension to have Link's arrows go through the textures here and aim at the target from the back. So to do bow extension, you'll do the following. You will press L, then your bow button, and hold up one after the other. That'll look like that, and now Link's hand is going through that texture here. So let's show you again. So L, arrow button, and then up quickly. Like that. And now, the visual cue I use to align here is to have the B button and the magic bar distance be split 50-50 by that vertical line from that block. And then, once that's done, I align the magic bar, the magic meter, with that edge right there. So that edge at the far back, that's where I would align it. Then you just shoot a light arrows. And now Stone Tower is flipped. And now we still have some things to do before we enter an inverted Stone Tower Temple. So we will want to skip again the Giants cutscene after fighting Twinmold, and for that we will need to use song storage. So let me show you one of the first places where you can do it for this part of the run. It's right here. So you will diagonal / song storage here. So start an Ocarina dive, and when you start diving, play Song of Time very quickly. That'll look like this. That's one of the very simple places where you can do it, and one of the earliest ones where you can do it. And then after that, Link is brought back from the void out, and you just roll this way. So the start of inverted Stone Tower looks like this. You will just jump here. Oh, you will just, oops, try not to bonk. Enter that room. Shoot a light arrow. Or clip through that sunblock, similar to what we did in normal Stone Tower Temple. Then you want to align with that wall. You can actually even target it. And I like to align with that Deku Flower. And then we side hop into that vent. And when the vent starts making Link fly up, you press B to start a jump slash, and you wait for Link to hit this part here, and when that happens, you can hold down. Stop holding down, go for 2 side hops, 1 backflip here, and then you can start going this way. So here you have options for a recoil flip. So you will do a recoil flip, but you have different things you can do. So first, easier strat you can do is just go here, not too close to the edge. So you see these circles on the ground, these discs. You don't want to go past that, otherwise the hand's going to get you. And you want to align either with this little vertical line here next to those spikes, and then go for a recoil flip. And then fight Eyegore with bomb, so that's one option. The other option is you pull out a bomb and try not to fall. That can happen if you go too fast. Okay, let's try again. So you go here, turn around, and then wait for the bomb to almost explode to do a recoil flip. But we'll do something different. So now we're completely aligned with the corridor, so we will hit a wall and fall down if we don't do anything about that. So let's see what we'll do. So we start a recoil flip, and what we'll do is hold left when the recoil flip is correctly started. And that will still take us to Eyegore. So naturally you can do this unbuffered. Let me try and show it to you. Okay, I'll try one last time, then we'll just continue. And there you go. And then you just shield drop bombs in front of Eyegore. By alluring it, it'll try to attack you, it'll hit the bomb, that'll blow up in its face, and then do that twice, and the fight is over. Alright. So now you would enter this room. If you haven't done song storage yet, now is essentially the last moment to do it. So to do that, you'll equip Hookshot for the next room, and then Majora Mask. Then do song storage with Majora Mask, so Ocarina of Dive, plus play Song of Time. Alright. And now enter that room again, remove Majora Mask, and now you have some options. You can either hookshot this target, and go to the chest. So try to aim really on the top of the chest, this way. So like this, you don't get thrown back. Then go here. Then shoot again. Wait, I'm too close. That should work. Okay, that's fine. Alright, and you've made it to that side. We're ready for the boss key skip after that. Otherwise, what you can do is do some equips. So you'd like to equip fire arrows for the start of the Twinmold fight, and then you want a Weirdshot to go get more ammo below you. So if you don't need ammo, just go straight to the boss, but you might want some extra magic, extra arrows, extra bombs, extra health, and they're all below you, kind of out of the way, but you can still go to them if you want to. So what you do is you target this door, turn around, stay close to the door, and then you're going to do a first frame Weirdshot. That'll look like that. And then shoot the BMOS, and then back walk to these pots here and grab everything you need. So bombs, arrows, magic, everything, health. Then make your way here, and then we'll explain the setup for the boss key skip. For the boss key skip, what you will want to do is either align with this wall or that other one. It works the same both ways, and then you will target it and try to be very close to the edge here. We'll target the wall and then go for 3 separate slashes while targeting, so like that. So 1, 2, 3, and then you have 2 options. You can either shield turn right and pull out a bomb, or what you can do is pull out a bomb and ESS right to get the position for the boss key skip. So I like to do it this way, and then what you'll do is just a recoil flip and hold A while you do a recoil flip, and once you make it across the boss door, just keep holding down and L so you can back walk. And here I held down for too long, so I did auto fall. Let me show it let me show you what's the good thing that should be happening. So what it should look like is like that. So like that. So keep holding A as your recoil flipping. I guess that's a verb now. And when you backwalk, keep holding A, and right when Link starts grabbing the ledge, keep holding A, release everything, and Link will auto release from the ledge. And that will take you to the Twinmold fight once you fall down. So you can take the opportunity to do some equips here. So really, you'll need Ocarina for later, and you'll need bombs actually. So that's pretty much that for equips. Let me show you the start of the fight and how we damage blue at first. Then we'll go back and explain it. Okay, so what just happened here? So what I did was when the fight started, right when it started, I held down, went for a roll, and then threw a bomb towards blue. And meanwhile, I changed from holding down left to just left. And then what you do after is equip fire arrows and attack blue where its tail is going to be. And you need to do that quickly so that there is enough time for blue to get its damage animation or red flashes over, and then the bomb explodes to do more damage. So what that will do is that will make it so instead of needing 4 fire arrows for fighting blue Twinmold, we only need 3. So that was the first one, so we only need to shoot 2 extra fire arrows at blue. So for blue, after that, you just use your magic and your fire arrows to shoot its tail. And the rhythm and the timing is going to be fairly easier because of the lag with the 2 Twinmolds during the fight. So you can still allow yourself not to forward your shots too much for blue, but when you fight red, you will have to shoot slightly ahead of where you want your red's tail will be when you attack it. I'll explain that when we get to it. So we try to find blue now. Okay, it's this way. And then you can shoot just a bit earlier to get it. Now, okay, got a bad pattern. This fight is RNG all across, so you pray for good patterns here. That's about that. Event here. Yeah, there we go. So, as I just said, with the damage from the bomb and the first arrow, we only had 2 extra fire arrows to shoot to take care of blue. And now that blue is gone, there is less lag in the fight, and so red will actually start moving faster. And you will want to do 2 things now. One of them is you can delay that until you're near the last arrows against red, but you will want to pull out the text box for song storage before killing red and equip light arrows. And I think that's the only equip we do now. Yes, that's the only equip. And then you just try and hit red. So make sure not to shoot when you think it's going to work, but a bit ahead of time. So like this, you can actually get the shots in, because right now red is moving faster than blue was. So you can't use the same timing for both. Oops. There you go. Okay, a bit too late. And so, just for some of the math for red, so red has 20 health. Each normal arrow does 2 damage, so that means you need either And each light arrow does 4 damage, so that means you need either 10 normal arrows or 5 light arrows to take red down. So usually you'll be kind of low on magic at this point, so it'll be a combination of both. Okay. So you can notice how I try to shoot before the tail actually makes it to where I'm shooting. So I kind of think ahead and say, okay, the tail's going to be there in a couple seconds or or maybe half a second. I'm not going to shoot it where it is, but where it's going to be. So if you try to shoot it where it is right now, you will probably fail it because it's going to move out of the way, since red is moving quite fast. And now that the fight is over, you will enter the blue warp, making sure that the top option is selected. And the moment Link starts to turn toward the camera, you will press A to save and then reset the console right after, so that you can get the remains, but not have to watch a giant cutscene. That will look like this. You could even go faster. And now we will confirm that we got the remains after the reset. So I'm on VBC, so it takes a fair while. And there you go. We got all 4 remains. Just load your file. And now what you'll want to do is go interminate field. Just backwalk here, talk to the guard. And what you want to do is get a bomb drop. And a Deku stick. There you go. So good RNG here. So we only need 1. If you get more, then grab them. It can be useful for a super slide to Majora. And then you want to grab a stick from this Deku Baba. Okay. For some reason, I always screw it up this way the first time. Well, that happens. So you need to have a very specific timing here. So when it attacks you, you can jump slash, then slash to get the Deku stick. Let's, where is the butterfly? Okay. If it's not attacking you, you can go for 2 slashes that are spaced. 1, 2. And that's how you get a Deku stick out of this one. Then after that, you can align with South Clocktown and just make your way back to the clock tower. And we'll use hovers to climb the clock tower. So here we will grab this dog, which I think needs to be named. So you grab this dog, slash, and ISG off this dog. There you go. And then you're going to stand here and pull out a bomb for a, I'd say, medium height hover, not a perfect height hover. So you still kind of want to go backwards, but you don't want to do a distance hover here. So press twice. And then target the dog, and now your camera is untargeted. And so we'll be able to do a direction change to change our hover's direction so we can enter Clock Tower. So go for another hover, backwards, and then we'll turn around. Like that. Could have been a bit higher. And here, let me check. I'm not sure I'll make it, so I'll go for a 5th one. You should make it with 4 if they're good, but if one of them was too small, you might want to go for the 5th hover. and then that cutscene plays. Just go through the text, and then play Oath to Order. And then we'll want to go to the moon. I'll just skip that. If you don't have any bombs left over, just backwalk to Majora. If you do have some bombs left over, you will want to super slide to the final boss. Like this, and you will want to release a bit past that slope there. Yeah, as you see that dark spot here, when you see that in the middle of the screen, that darker green spot, then you want to release, and then target Majora, interact with it, and just say yes to everything. Mash the text boxes, and here is the start. Here is the Majora's Lair. And what you want to do here is grab these arrows and grab that magic before we begin the fight. For the first phase, you will want your equips to be either light arrows or fire arrows, doesn't really matter. Deku Stick and Zora Mask. You will equip Zora Mask and then enter the fight. So what we will do for the first phase is use the Zora Fins to stun Mask, and then use elemental arrows to damage the boss. And that will be the first phase. So you have to be kind of fast here because you don't want Majora to start attacking you. So get a bit closer, get past the flower, and then just shoot. And then get bad RNG because I'm doing a tutorial now, so that's the best time for that. So now just try again. And then go for elemental arrows. Then charge again. When it starts going back up again, you can release the fins. Shoot again. Put the mask back on. And make sure right now to try for as long as you can in the fight to face towards the walls. The reason is because of the remains. So that's how the remains work in the game. If you are not facing them, they will not attack you. Mask will still attack you. Incarnation, Majora in general will attack you whenever it wants. But the remains will only attack you if you are facing them. So that's one reason you'll see Majora's Mask speedrunners facing the walls during fights, or trying to, because that cuts off part of the RNG in the fight. For the second phase of Mask, you have to still act pretty quickly because you don't want it to start firing the laser at you, because it has fire properties, and that means if Zoraling gets touched, you have to restart the entire fight. And as human, you have to be careful when the laser shoots, is to not shield while Majora is shooting the fire laser, because it will lock onto you and you do not have mirror shield with you here. So in glitchless, that's fine, you have mirror shield, but in glitched categories, you don't always have mirror shield here, so you have to be careful. So you'll just side hop or walk out of the way from the laser when it shoots. But the best situation you want to go for is to not have Majora have any time to shoot the laser. So go right away, target, shoot the fins, and then go for more light arrow attacks. And then repeat one last time, and that'll be the end of Mask. And then we'll start Incarnation. So right after shooting that arrow, you put back Zora Mask again, and when the fight starts, you will hold R and B, hoping for Incarnation, so this is RNG, to run at you and get stunned by Mikhail's armor. And so we can then try and stun Incarnation. Okay, so that was good RNG. Then what you want to do is jump slash with your Deku Stick and crouch stab Majora until Incarnation is over, and start Wrath after. Where is he? I saw him on my right. We're gonna find him. Okay, he went back up. So if that happens, not a problem. Just shoot an arrow, and now start going for stabs. Not on the feet. The hitbox is slightly higher, so I recommend stabbing upwards. Alright. Okay. And that takes us to Wrath. So what you will want to do for Wrath are... You have two strats, really, with the equipment we have right now. I'm going to press start to explain that. So you have two strats you can go for. So with light arrows, you can be bold. Shoot a light arrow, even though it doesn't have magic. The game is still going to consider that a light arrow when it comes to Majora, and Majora will not dodge light arrows in this game. And then you can just right away go and attack Wrath this way. Like that. Or with regular arrows, you can... Let's wait for the cycle to finish. Shoot it with an arrow and wait for it to do that exact jump you just saw. So that jump where it goes into a corner like that, or near a wall, is great because that means when you'll be attacking Wrath, the remains won't be attacking you. So now that it's in that corner there, you will wait for it to try and attack, and then you will go for 10-time crouch stabs. So look at the timing. So 1. Oh, okay, well, if you screw up the start, then she just runs away. Allows us to see some more of the patterns. So that's, I have 9 left. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that's Wrath. So the timing is similar, but not quite the same as the power crouch stabs for Adalwa in the earlier parts of the run. But visually it looks the same. So when the white flash disappears is when you can stab again. If you stab too much after that, she will escape. And same thing if you stab before that. So timing is just a bit faster than the stabs for Adalwa earlier in the run, but it feels a bit the same. You will need to kind of learn the different muscle memory for each boss, and that would conclude the run. And you would split the moment that animation for Wrath dying starts. Wait, how did I say that? Whatever. So you split when the boss is dead for the final split, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so I guess that's the end of the ADR tutorial. So hope that was helpful, and hope your runs will go well, and that you get the goals you give yourself for this category, and anything else. Anything else you want to do. Alright, so that's that for the ADR tutorial. Bye-bye.